I was thinking last week actually, about having the right to speak into people's lives. It's really good to speak to people and help to people, even as simple as, I don't know, someone's got a flat battery in the car park and we drive in and they're not getting on very well. Do we have the right to speak and to help? Well, what does that look like? Well, if we're the breakdown truck, a recovery truck, then we've got the right to speak into that situation by the very nature of who we are and what we are. But if we just turn up in our normal car, are they going to want our help? Well, they might want a comforting ear. We always carry jumper cables in our car because we've had a flat battery before. We know how frustrating that is. People willing to help us, but not having those cables to be able to join the batteries together. So we always carry a set just in case. Cost us 15 quid. 20 years ago, I've replaced them periodically and they work fine. Do we have the right to speak into people's lives? In church context, it's often said, don't share something with somebody at a church service unless it's positive or uplifting. And as much as there's some good in that if we don't know the people, actually that's not a very biblical thing either. Because as Christians, we have an obligation to be accountable and to hold people accountable. That's part of consequences of Scripture. So do we have the right to speak into people's lives? Well, how do we do that? Well, we need to make sure that we actually have been walking a good life. Just like that recovery truck, immediately we know exactly what it is. And that's the thing you want when you're broken down. Well, if someone's broken down emotionally, if we're broken down emotionally, what do we need? Well, we need people who can speak into our life and to help us. Sometimes we need some comfort. Sometimes we need a cup of tea and a chat and a biscuit and we'll all feel better. And sometimes we need someone to say, do you know what? This is wrong in your life. You need to make this right. This doesn't give us license to go around to people we don't know and correct them. But it does mean within the context of church family, we should be speaking to people and be open to be spoken to. And then we need to go off and pray and have wisdom. Having the right to speak means we need to live a godly life so that when we actually speak to people, they know who we are and that we have the right to speak to them because of what they see in our life with Jesus Christ. Just a thought.